It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got the Panthers' star running back. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Panthers and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at... Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can 1 week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 61 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold him a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
I love today's NFL because it is high-flying, big-time action, some risk involved. But how about him eliminating all that last week? 3 touchdown passes, incredible yardage.
Yeah, almost 400.
Big-time game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And it is caught. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Chiefs at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. They have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards on the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That ball caught, it's Rice. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's the fullback. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
That throw by Young incomplete.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 36.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd and 1. He gets it to Addison.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught on the right side. Williams. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Back to throw again.
Completes this to Addison out left.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Throw over the middle and finds Williams.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, fullback touchdowns have become rare. We just saw 2 of them by the same guy here.
And if you had him on your fantasy team, I'm hanging out with you now for stock tips.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews.
Andrews' first catch, good for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 1.
On play action, Young. A short throw caught by Andrews. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. A play fake. Now Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chiefs to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This is caught by Addison.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Quickly to Addison here.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Young will set to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
A 1st down throw for Young. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. To throw, Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
Young loses it. Blake Gillikin on the puck here as he'll send this one away.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This is caught by Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Addison.
Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. On play action, they'll throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43.
He'll drop to throw.
He gets it to Addison. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now back to throw. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Dalton Kincaid.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Coverage defensively by Trent McDuffie.
Young.
And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
In motion right is Mingo. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Taken in at the 22.
Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense, kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow, chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw again.
Addison hauls it in.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. They'll look to throw again.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half. That is caught by Williams for a Kansas City touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Butker on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. The Raiders trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Nico Collins, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches,
8.
the yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches.
2nd and 3. Pass complete to Addison.
Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Up the middle they go. It's Clark. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
At the 32-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try the left side. It's Clark. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Dalton Kincaid.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Panthers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things?
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown.
Jordan Addison.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now here's Young. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Young. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
2nd down and 6 now.
It'll be Young again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Young on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Touchdown, Panthers! A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers get a bit closer.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff up the middle. Clark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45.
Up the middle they go. It's Clark. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Back to throw here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First down. It's Clark. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Past the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Young off the play fake. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
And now here comes Kansas City. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
At the 27-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Clark. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. On 3rd down, Clark. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now Young. A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Young. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Carolina.
Off the play fake, Young. He's got Mingo. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
They'll throw again. Young. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Leo Chanel
getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Young. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Young.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
32-yard line.
Again, it's Young. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
First down, Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We're going to pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Clark. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A good game there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 32-yard line.
On second down now, it's Clark. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll run on first down. Clark. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
On second down, it's Clark. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Young to throw it.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A second down throw for Young. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Young
7.
working out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Looking to throw, Young. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go on 4th down. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Young on first down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what.
Touchdown, Carolina! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Jackson now to return.
Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got Breece Hall. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Ravens and the Bills, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Day. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Sheds off the 10. He won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Now Hall to start the drive. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago.
The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10, and all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So they gave up the big play on the touchdown in the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I
I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
Throwing is Allen on third. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Hey, look at this Baltimore defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Back to throw. Allen. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, Jones.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
The numbers for Jones last week: 20 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. And now they'll throw with Allen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Play action. Now it's Allen.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Hunter Henry. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bills are back within a score.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he's got room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They run it with Hall off the option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 46, here's second down and 8. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. But by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Hall again on second down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
After one, 17-7 is our score. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
To the air, Allen. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And Jones has it over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And again, it's Allen.
Quick slant to Shakir.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. He only got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense.
They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They'll run with Hall.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, he'll find Lindsey here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case...
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Harrison left side complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Option play. Here's Hall.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
Oh, nice move.
A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line.
They'll go again with Hall.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Jackson now.
Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely.
Touchdown!
Isaiah Likely.
29 yards.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Tucker now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive.
And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Allen now looks to throw. And he lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st down, Allen.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where you see the final score there. Najee Harris. What a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Tajay Spears, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns.
And they were winners in that ball game as they beat the visiting Washington Commanders. Nick Chubb, a touchdown run in the victory. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback Lamar Jackson. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, the Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And here's Jones again on second down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
97 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Allen now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll run wide side with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really high level.
They've been hot so far. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll give to Hall. Nice little juke. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Jackson on first down.
On target to his man, likely.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And now out come the Bills.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Now we've got a timeout for an injured player. And, this is certainly notable. That's Josh Allen, who's in some pain out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 109 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw here is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. White on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one by the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now White.
Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind, because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Going long here for Wallace. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 64 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. White. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throws on target to Likely.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Paul on a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. White off play action.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
To throw, White.
The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's White. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now White with a first down throw. That's again complete to Palmer. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down at a yard.
The give is to Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Buffalo.
White looks to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
That's caught right side by Palmer. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now White.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing on first down, White.
So another incomplete
completion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
3rd down and 10.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
From the gun, here's White.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A tie game in the 4th quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
They run it with Hall off the option.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Harrison. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Here's 1st down. Give to Hall running right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Allen and the Bills now down by 7, 1:09 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Here's White. He's got Henry.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep him from getting out of bounds.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. White.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
This throw caught right around the 6, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Here we go, first and goal. Now White. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This is first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, stand down for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet. He's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They real left down defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.